Hi everyone, this is an awareness video about money laundering and terrorism finance. First of all, we will see the introduction for the money laundering and terrorism finance. Today, world over, the fight against money laundering and financing of terrorism has become the topmost priority. For money laundering possesses a risk to the soundness and stability of financial institutions and, and financial systems. Increased volatility of international capital flows and a deepening effect on foreign direct investment. It has not only shaken the world economy but also threatened the stability of human civilization. Money laundering and terrorism financing are comparatively newer coined terminology, but the activities like this were in existence since way back. If at all the sources of the enders of fund is not for humanity or has not been derived from the licit way or supposed to be black money and might have a connection with inhuman activities like terrorism. These days this money laundering and terrorism is mixed with the human beings, because we can't understand what happening with the money laundering exactly, and so many people don't have any idea about the money laundering, what exactly money laundering and what will happening in the money laundering, and some people unknowingly they are in the part of the money laundering sometimes. Now we will see what is money laundering exactly. Money laundering has attended attention of various governments globally in recent times, but it has been in existence since ancient times. The earliest form of money laundering was essentially trade related, when false trading modes were adopted to deal in illegal merchandise. Then gradually it was said to be used in banned alcoholic drinks and then in banned drugs. One of the reasons of engaging in any type of criminal activities is making money. Handling such money poses problems for the persons engaged in criminal activities, especially when the volume are large. Besides, it increases the risk of their being caught by the law enforcement authorities. Money laundering is a process by which money derived from criminal activities like drug trafficking, illegal arms sales, smuggling, extortion, gambling, bootlegging, etc. Dirty money or illegal money is so brought into the financial system as to conceal its illicit origin and to make it appear to be from licit origin. It called as a clean money or legal money. Now we will see what is terrorism financing. As per UN's International Convention for the suppression of the financing of terrorism, any person commits an offence within the meaning of this convention if that person by means or any means, directly or indirectly, lawfully or unlawfully, willingly provides or collect funds with the intention that they should be used or in the knowledge that they are to be used in full or in part in order to carry out. Here they are saying that if you even you know, or sometimes even if you don't know about the terrorism financing, if you are part of the that chain or something system, in that system if you are the part, then you will be in the loop only. We will see what activities will carry out these all. Any act which constitutes an offence within the scope of and as defined in one of the territories listed in the annex. Any other act intended to cause death or serious bodily injury to a civilian or to any other person not taking any active part in the hostilities in a situation of armed conflicts, when the purpose of such act by its nature or context is to intimidate a population or to compel a government or an international organization to do or to abstain from doing an act. There are totally two different phenomena. In money laundering, the source of funds is illegal and concealed, and the use of the fund is legal. Whereas the terrorism financing, the source of funds may be illicit or legal, but the use is criminal and is sought to be concealed. However, in both the cases, there is an illegitimate use of financial sector using similar or identical processes. the technique used to conceal the sources of the uses to terrorist financing. Therefore, the measure taken for prevention of money laundering would also help detect and prevent terrorism financing related transactions. You will see the how money laundering will process. Money laundering is a diverse and often a complex process depending on the source of illegal manner of their receipt, quantum of funds and the geographical spread of the activities and the modalities of money laundering are conceived and adopted. The range of sophistication and complexity in money laundering scheme is virtually infinite and is limited only by the creative imagination and expertise of criminals. A financial institution may be used at any point in the money laundering process. Like here we can see that the some organizations can also be part of the money laundering. If you see the money laundering cycle, illegal funds are usually generated in cash form, be it ransom money received in case of kidnapping or amount received by the contract killer or a proceed of illegal sales of drugs. This cash account is sought to be transformed into legal funds, which would be substantially in the banking system. Thus, the traditional methodology developed for money laundering basically involve three independent steps and that often occurs simultaneously. Those three steps are: one is placement, and another one is layering, and third one is integration. If you see in placement, this is generally a first stage of money laundering cycle, when funds generated through illegal activities are introduced into the legal financial system. Normally it is done through cash deposit in financial institutions like banks, or else smuggled out across the border for depositing in foreign financial institutions. However, is a bit difficult due to provision of reporting requirements for cash transactions above certain threshold. Hence, it is to streamline these multiple accounts are used to multiple transactions are carried out to make the entry illegal fund into the financial system. Here, the normal people will comes into picture. Even they don't know why they are getting the money, and sometimes their accounts will be used for the these transactions, and they don't know what money is coming, and some people will ask for the help. We will use your account for some time and we will give some commission. So some people will don't have any knowledge about these money laundering activities, so they usually give the account permission to the unknown persons. We will see the layering. After introducing the funds into the financial system, the launderer seeks to obscure the initial entry points from the eyes of the investigators. Implying creation of layer of transactions is the technique used for the covering up initial transactions. This is done by carrying out numerous transactions for moving the funds through different accounts in several names and various financial institutions. They could involve the cross-border transactions also. These transactions usually would be in the form of structured or fake deals in the relevant activities. These designed to frustrate tracking of the source and nature of funds in their ownership. As high value transactions are monitored by banks closely, launderers pay particular attention to structuring these transactions differently. Given the large number of transfer transactions of trillions or rupees through the global system, it is easy for the launderers to slip through their illegal transaction unsolicited. Moreover, the information technology developments resulting in quick electronic fund transfers that can be initiated by the customer remotely through net banking have been the form to the launderers. The third step is integration. This is the final stage in the money laundering cycle. It is a stage where the money moves into legal avenues to emerge the legitimate money and integrating into the financial system. Here the black money, what we call dirty money, that will convert into clean money. These avenues could depend on the quantum of funds involved, the launderer's need for the funds and the objective of deployment. Typically, these avenues could be stocks, commodities, futures, investments in real estates, gold, etc., where the objective is long-term deployment of funds. These could be invested in business activities like constructions, real estate development, film making, etc. If the launderers have arrived this stage, then they have accomplished their objectives. There are so many methods which launderers use for money laundering and terrorism financing. Normally, we will see what services they will use in the banking services. We will see the funnel accounts, contra transactions, bank drafts and similar instruments, cash deposits followed by transfer, connected accounts, front companies, money mules, and doormat accounts and wire transfer. All over, like all together, we will see when they can deposit the money in the banks and they will transfer from one account to another account, and they can use some doormat accounts to get these funds, and then after that they will convince the customers, and then that money can be taken by the launderer, and then it will be like chain. In one account they will transfer they create some fake bills, and then they will transfer the money from one account to another accounts, and then it will goes on. So finally it will come out as the dirty money will come out as clean money. So when they get the money, so that can be used for the legal purpose, and if that money has been used for some terrorism activities, then it is called terrorism financing. At last, we will see one small case study on this money laundering and terrorism financing, more focusedly on money laundering. This case study is for the use of commercial website and internet payment systems to sell good illegally and avoiding tax obligations. The persons on investigation were director of company involved in purchasing large quantities of duty-free cigarettes and alcohol to sell on the domestic market contrary to their export duty-free status, thus avoiding tax obligations due to not paying any tax on the goods, and company was able to markedly increase profits. The syndicate also generated false receipts that purported to come from an export company detailing their alleged cigarette exports. Investigations with the purported company confirmed that no such exports had ever been made. On arrival of cigarettes, payments was made to the delivery driver on cash on delivery basis, because they don't want to show it in the transaction like electronic transactions. So they will give the cash on delivery to the person who got the products. A large number of companies' sales occurred over the internet from customers paying via credit card. See here, they will pay money from the cash and they will get the amount money from the customers like credit card, not debit card accounts, like not the bank accounts. They will get from the credit cards, because the monetary system in the credit card is not that much observed by the financial systems. A majority of the sales on the internet were illegitimate and came from 3 different email addresses. Payments for these orders were made from one of 2 credit cards linked to ABC bank accounts, some bank accounts. One of these cards were held in the company's name. So from these 3 cards, one card is on the company's name. The money in the ABC bank account was sent there by one of the directors using several false names from not only India, some other states also. They will use some out of states names, and then from US or some other country. The director conducted structured wire transfers under false names and front company accounts. The funds were purchased at well-known banks with multiple transactions occurring on the same day at different bank locations, and all other cash transfers conducted in amounts of just under rupees 1 lakh or 2 lakh, avoiding the reporting threshold. So they made the transactions with the small accounts, and the small amount they used it because the money laundering system will be picked up like there is a huge amount of transaction is there, then the alert will be sent to actual systems. So by this we will conclude the video. Thank you for watching our video. Please share your valuable feedbacks and like our video. Thank you.